This roulette system is sure to blow away your expectations. And this system comes packed with
enough C4 on this thing to put a hole in the world.
Let's check out Scatter Bomb together today on JackAce. What up, donkeys? JackAce here with JackAce.com, and today I'm checking out a new original roulette system. This one was submitted by subscriber Jervil, and it's called Scatter Bomb. The buy-in for Scatter Bomb is just $150, and the starting bet is just $15. And there are just 3 steps for Scatter Bomb. For tier 1, you're gonna put $15 on any even money bet. We're gonna bet black because you should
always bet on black.
If that hits, you're gonna add what Jervil calls cluster bombs. These are 5 $1 bets in an X formation. And there's a slight overlap between some of the bets as shown behind me. You center the X's around the black splits, and if you hit the $36 win on tier 2, then move on to tier 3. With tier 3, you're gonna add 2 column bets of $15 each, and now you're betting $60, and that's the top tier. So let's get into it. We're starting with a $7.96 million balance, and we're playing on a 00 wheel. So 12 red, that's a whack, minus 15, and we're gonna stay at this level. So the betting progression for Scatter Bomb is a little tricky after the first tier. This is a positive progression system, so you generally proceed to the next tier when you win, but there are a lot of cases where you just stay on the same tier. 24 black, that's a hit, win 15, and we're gonna go to step 2. We're gonna add the cluster bombs. The cluster bombs are 5 $1 bets that are surrounding the 3 black splits in the center column. For tier 2, you stay on tier 2 if you push, or if you only win $9 or $18. You only proceed to tier 3 if you win 36. And for the top tier, you stay on tier 3 if you lose 15, lose 12, lose 6, or win 3. So 25, it's not a full whack, but we do lose 21, and we're gonna drop back down to tier 1. If you lose 51 or if you lose 60, you reset. And if you win $15 or more, you also reset. So yeah, the progression is gonna get a little tricky. 35 black, that's a hit, we win 15, and we're gonna try tier 2 again. For the wins and losses for tier 1, it's pretty straightforward. You either get whacked or you win 15. For tier 2, let me just show you the wins and losses. And tier 3, same thing. So another 25 minus 21 again. So again, drop down to tier 1. This is a positive progression system with a starting bet of $15 and the buy-in is $150. So that means you start with 10 bullets. But this system has such wacky payouts that the bullets stop having meaning once you've won a few times. 26 black, that's a win. We win 15, we are currently down 12, and we're gonna jump up to the $30 bet. When do you walk? Jervil suggests walking when you've doubled your bankroll. So yeah, we're gonna quit when we're up 150 or more. For that first tier bet, your expected loss per spin is just 41 cents on the single 0 wheel and 79 cents on a 00 wheel. 33, that's a mini win. We only win $9, so we're gonna stay at this level. If you enjoy discussing gambling systems, join my Discord. We have a pretty active community of around 700 DGens like you. We love talking about gambling, so join today. 9, we lose 21, and back to square one. For wheel coverage, the first tier bet is an even money bet. That means you have 48.6% coverage on a single 0 wheel and 47.4% coverage on 00. 23 red, that's a whack. For whacks, again, the first tier is even money, so you have 19 whacks on single 0 and 20 whacks on 00. 1 red, that's a whack again. This system is called Scatter Bomb because of the cluster bombs on the betting layout. So I thought I'd share a bunch of really bad bomb jokes while I'm spinning the wheel. And if these aren't funny to you, please blame ChatGPT. 31 black, that's a hit. And we go to step 2. Why did the chemistry teacher go to jail? Because he had a blast in class. So 8, that's a bingo, that's jackpot. We win 36, and we're gonna go to step 3. What did one firecracker say to the other? My pop is bigger than your pop. 15 black, we lose 12, and we're gonna reset to step 1. What do you call a joke that causes an explosion of laughter? A punchline bomb. That is just horrible. What does that even mean? 3 red whack. Why don't fireworks ever get invited to quiet parties? Because they always make a scene. Oh, these are just getting worse and worse. 33 black, that's a hit. Go to step 2. What do you get when you cross a math test with TNT? Algebomb? Algebomb? Oh my God, that's so horrible. 16 red, we lose 21, and we're gonna reset to step 1. Why was the firecracker feeling down? It was going through a rough spark. Jeez, that's horrible. 26 black, that's a hit. Go to step 2. If you'd like me to review your roulette system, fill out this Google form. And if you'd like me to fast track the review of your system, join my Patreon. Patreon members get access to spreadsheets that I've written for gambling, a crap simulator spreadsheet, and a roulette simulator spreadsheet I've written for gambling. And I think I'm gonna make my spin tracking spreadsheet available for Patreon members as well. You also get discounts at my JackAce merch store. And in general, it just helps support the channel. 23 red, that's a mini win. So we're just gonna stay at this level, level 2. What do you call a sheep that explodes? A bomb. Wow. 34, that's a whack. What did one dynamite stick say to the other before their big moment? Let's blow them away. Oh my gosh. 27 red, that's a whack. Why are explosions great at parties? Because they always bring the boom. Does ChatGPT even know what a joke is? 4 black, that's a hit. What's a bomb's favorite type of music? Pop music, of course. Okay. 33 black, that's a mini win, so we're gonna stay at this level. Why don't bombs ever tell secrets? Because they're always ready to blow. That's not even a joke. What does that mean? 21 red, that's a partial loss, minus 21. So we reset to step 1. Why did the volcano join the band? It had an eruption of talent. That is so stupid. 32 red, that's a whack. We're down 108. We have 2 bullets left. How do fireworks stay in touch? They spark up conversations. 32 red. Why did the bomb bring a pencil to school? It wanted to draw a blast. I don't even see how that's a joke. 35 black, that's a hit, plus 15. We are currently down 72. What did the popcorn say when it popped? I'm on fire today. That's not even true. 21 red, we lose 21. And we reset to step 1. We are currently down 93. If you like learning about roulette systems, go to my site, jackace.com. There I have a catalog of over 550 roulette systems. You can sort them by my rating, by the average bet size, by the buy-in, drill down to see spin-by-spin results. And you can also check out a tool I've written called the Roulette Bet Analyzer. There you can enter your roulette bets. It'll show you how much you're gonna win for every result, what your expected loss per spin is, what your expected comp value per spin is, and what percent coverage of the wheel you have. 25 red, whack, minus 15, and we're down 108. Why are science labs so loud? Because they're always cooking up explosions. 16 red, another whack. We're down 123 and we're down to our last bullet. We don't have to worry about ChatGPT taking over stand-up comedians anytime soon. Back-to-back 16s, so we are down 138 and this trial is over. We got clapped. We are down 138. We don't have enough money for the next bet. So we're gonna start again with friend number 2, trial number 2. Why did the video game player use the bomb on level 1? He wanted to make a strong first impression. 10 black, that's a hit. Go to step 2. What did the fuse say to the firecracker? I spark joy. 8 black, that's a hit. We win 54. Gonna bet 60 now. We're currently up 69. Why did the TNT go to therapy? It had too many bottled up feelings. I mean, at least that's a joke. 12, we actually lose 12. I'm gonna try staying at this level here now. How do bombs write love letters? With a lot of boom-bastic flair. Okay, 4, that's a $24 win. And we'll just stay at this level until we hit a bingo. Why did the superhero bring dynamite to the dance? Because he wanted to blow up the floor. That's it. That's all the stupid jokes I could muster. 20, that's a $51 win. We're up 132, and we're gonna reset to step 1. So for comps, this is a budget-friendly system that's not really compatible with comps. Don't expect any free meals or rooms if you're gonna play this system. The biggest pro for the system that is good for low-limit players, $150 can last you a long time with this system. 26 black, we win 15. We're up 147. We're not quite at the 150 threshold, so keep playing. Gonna bet 30 now. Cons, this system can pretty much only be played on an electronic table game or ETG. The $1 bets require that you play on one. If you're playing on a $5 minimum table, you might be able to get away with making $5 split bets instead. 27, we lose $21, and we're gonna reset to step 1. Another con is that it's gonna be difficult for you to hit for the cycle here. You might hit a lot of small wins, but hitting the jackpots, the black splits, is going to be rare on the 3rd tier. 18 red, that's a whack. Also, check out my JackAce merch store, shop.jackace.com. There we have a ton of gambling merch, both roulette and craps and blackjack, video game merch, crypto merch, Rubik's Cube merch, and of course JackAce branded merch as well. Another red, that's a whack. We are up 96, we are so close. But yeah, it's slipping away. There really isn't an alternate betting pattern for the system. That's usually the case with most red or black betting systems with overlapping bets. 26 black, that's a $15 win. Gonna go to step 2. So what is Jervil's backstory for the system? He says, I developed the system and initially tested it with a mere $60 buy-in, and he doubled that in less than 5 spins. It has been extremely consistent since you progress through the steps so easily. But what do you think of the system so far? Now that's a whack. For scaling, you can pretty much only scale this system up. That's always going to be the case when you're betting a single dollar. But most of the charm of the system is that it's budget friendly, so why would you do that? 31 black, that's a hit. Go to step 2. Question of the day, what's your favorite dad joke? I've been collecting dad jokes for the past few weeks because I'm starting a podcast with my daughter. It's just a kids trivia podcast and we're trying to sprinkle in a bunch of dad jokes. So what's your favorite dad joke? 23 red, that's a small win. We win 6, so we're gonna stay at this level. And this week I'm giving away some more roulette stickers. If you wanna try to win some, just write Baja Blast in the comments below. 22 black, that's another small win, mini win. We win 18, so we're still gonna stay at this level. If you win, I'll pin your comment and I'll hit you up with instructions on how to receive your prize. Again, just comment Baja Blast below. 8 black, bingo, we win 36 and we're up 156. So this trial was successful. We are up 18 overall. We had 2 trials. One was a failure. We lost 138 and the other one was successful. We won 156. So that's how Scatterbomb did in our live trials. We played through 2 trials and we got clapped once and we hit our winning threshold once. We were up $18 after 45 spins, but let's check out Scatterbomb in the JackAce simulator.
What up, donkeys? JackAce here, and we are testing Scatterbomb in the JackAce Roulette Simulator. We're trying to increase our starting balance from 150 to 200, 250, and 300. That's an increase of 33%, 67%, and 100%, doubling our bankroll. Trying to increase our bankroll by $50, we were successful 61.8, 56.0, and 50.6% of the time on single, double, and triple zero wheels. So there is a little bit of a drop off, but not too bad. Not a lot of spins per trial, so it didn't affect it much. Trying to increase our bankroll by 100, we were successful 45.8, 37.6, and 30.7% of the time. Again, not a lot of drop off, but it is noticeable, about 7-8% on each level. And trying to double our bankroll from 150 to 300, we were successful 34.8, 27.5, and 19.9% of the time. Here we have a lot of drop off, still around the 7 or 8% range. Let's take a look at the trials graph. The first trial, we have a pretty steady downward tick and we bottomed out. The second trial, we were able to hit our goal of being up 150. Overall, we were up $18 after 47 spins. Not too bad of a result. Let's take a look at the number map. The high numbers were hot. We were betting on black, which was about lukewarm, or actually a little bit cold. Third dozen was also hot, but nothing too surprising there. If we take a look at the radar map, one number hit 4 times, a couple numbers hit 3 times, but most numbers were in the 1 or 2 hit range. We had 45 spins, so sample size is pretty small, but nothing really eventful when it comes to grouping of these numbers.
So that's how Scatterbomb did in the JackAce simulator. What do you think of it so far? Here's my review of the system. For betting simplicity, it gets 3 out of 5 stars. The cluster bombs aren't hard to bet, but they make keeping track of wins and losses really difficult. The wins and losses aren't nice round numbers. Even for a guy with a math degree like me, it's a pain to crack. And the progression is difficult too. I give it 2 out of 5 stars. Because of the weird payouts, it's hard to remember which totals you stay on the same tier and which ones you go to the next step with. Chip uniformity, it gets 2 out of 5 stars. I really don't like mixing singles with nickels. You really need to play this on an ETG. For jackpot potential, it only gets 2 out of 5 stars. We hit our goal on one of our 2 trials, but it felt like we just got lucky. I think doubling your bankroll is going to be a rare thing. A more realistic goal would be to aim for 50% of your bankroll. Scalability gets 2 out of 5 stars. Since you're betting $1 chips, you really can't scale down. You can only scale up, and seriously, I don't think I'd do it. Comp value, with a $15 starting bet, you won't earn comps. This gets 1 out of 5 stars, so don't even bother. So overall, this system gets 2 out of 5 stars. Sorry, Jervil, I appreciate the submission, but I just don't like this system. It's complicated and there's not good potential for a payday. If you enjoy this content, remember to like and subscribe. Always gamble responsibly. Never play 000 roulette, and peace out, donkeys.